Oh, it finally works. Hello, good morning. I'm Spike, and welcome to another self-taught Japanese in Rosetta Stone 3. Now, yesterday, I covered this module, the grammar section, in the last part of Unit 2, this Module 4 section. Today, it's going to be this reading section. So hopefully we'll probably start seeing things, or I'll start seeing things ramping up a little bit. As usual, I have the numbers and tense sheet that I've written out and extrapolated from this program, and obviously this lovely written out kanji alphabet. I believe it's in what would be their alphabetical order, if I remember rightly. Again, just for reference, so hopefully that will help with this reading section. If you're joining on the live stream, thank you very much for joining and watching and listening in. Very much appreciated. And if not, and you're catching this on YouTube, thank you very much. Thank you for watching this video and this next self-taught module. For those who might be interested in joining, and for those who do watch and such, if you'd like to follow, share and subscribe to as many people as possible who you think this might be useful to. That would be fantastic. We've got the links twitch.tv/current7up and youtube.com/xofficina. For those who have been watching the videos by now, it's not hard to link those pages. They are both interlinked as well, so you can catch one, you'll get the other, and so on and so forth. Discord is on there as well for anyone who wants to join the Discord server and get in some DMs or PMs on there. And as always, if you like the videos, please comment below what you do and don't like. Constructive feedback, criticism, advice, tips, you name it, all would be appreciated. So let's move on. Let's crack on with this video on the reading section of Unit 2, Greetings and Introductions. And let's crack on with the old microphone. Ichi ni san go yo. I did 4 and 5 the wrong way around. It's yon and then go. My bad. I'm not long woken up, and my first coffee is only just kicking in. Right, let's see what we got today.
Hana.
Hana. Flower.
Hana. Ha.
Ha. Which is also a wa.
Ha. Oba-san.
Oba-san.
Oba-san. Ba.
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 Yes, I do have it. So the kanji sheet is what I'll be going on. It's down here somewhere on the practice. But yeah, not so bad, hey. So we've got that one. We'll do the next slide.
Hana. Ha. Oba-san. Ba. Ba.
Ba is heart with the
Ba.
eyelets.
Ha.
Ha.
Ha. Ba.
Ba with these little eyelets, see?
Ba. Ha.
Ha. There we go.
Ha.
So flowers and grandmother. Nice. Let's move along. Slide 3.
警察官。
警察官。
警察官。け。
け。
け。
お元気ですか？
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 げ。
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 So we're doing the syllabically and structurally similar characters of the hiragana alphabet with these kanji here. So we've already had ha or ba, and we're now on ke or ge, because again they have the same they're the same symbol, but as you can see, there are to differentiate between the two. We've got the two little eyelets. I call them eyelets up in that top right there. They're modifiers for your kanji that seem to apply, relatively across the board. They seem to be what modify it to get the secondary sound. So as we're finding here. Let's go to slide 4.
警察官。け。
お元気ですか？
げ。け。
Ke is without.
け。 げ、
Get is with.
げ、げ、
Get is with. And ke
げ、
is
け、
without.
け、
There we go. Might be a little bit small to see, obviously, because the pictures on my big screen are obviously quite big. But on stream, I assume that these little islets, they are quite small to spot when it comes to learning from this video. But just bear it in mind. You got ke first, and then get second. Those little islets, and then ge second, and ke last. So slide 5. That's the rain
Ha.
touchstone. Ha. Oh,
Ha.
no, I've got the wrong one. Immediately is the one below, because I'm not paying
Ha.
attention to the rain. So there's ha.
け、
Ke,
ば、
ba, and ge.
げ、
Oh, you sneaky son of a bee. Oh, no, start again.
け、
Ke. Oh, I've done it again. I'm concentrating on
Ba.
that. I need to do my window so I don't get wet. Ba,
け、
ke,
げ、
ge,
は、
ha. There we go. That's better. It's been a little while since I've had to do the repetition, I suppose. It was about time I probably did one, huh? But yeah, as you can see here, the difference is you can see those islets very clearly now that modify the hiragana or the kanji symbol to differentiate between whether it's you get or you care, ha, ba, etc. to get our different sounds. Let's go to slide 6.
おばあさん、
Oba-san. Oh no, it's the bottom one. What am I doing? Oh, this coffee needs to kick in
Oba-san.
quick. Oba-san. There we go.
おばあさん、警察官、
Keisatsukan. So a little guy there.
警察官、
お元気ですか
O genki desu ka? Yeah.
お元気ですか
花、
Hana. It's ha or
Hana.
wa. There we go. Yeah, what can we say about this? Grandmother, policeman, I'm fine, thanks, and flower. The translations of the spoken word. Let's go to slide 7.
白、
Shiro.
白、し、
She. Nice easy one
し、おじいさん、
there. Ji-san.
おじいさん、じ、
Ji.
じ、
It's just a J with eyes. So as you can see here, obviously we've got Shiro. You can see how I've extrapolated some of these alphabet hiragana kanji. So you take the shi, and then we can assume this one is ro, which is functionally correct, obviously. And it's been the same with most of the words here, where most of the alphabetized sounds here that make up the word, to extrapolate which one's which, basically. Just go to slide 8.
白、し、
Shiro.
おじいさん、
Oh, geez.
じ、じ、
Ji. Ze.
じ、し、
Shi. Ze.
し、じ、
Ji. Ze.
じ、し、
Ze.
し、
Slide 9.
じ、
Ji. Ta-da.
は、
Ha.
げ、
Ke. Ge.
ば、
Ba.
し、
Shi.
け、
And ke. There we go. So ke. Ge. Shi. Ba. Ji. Ha. In the order for each of these syllabic sounds of hiragana kanji. Let's go to slide 10.
白、
Shiro.
白、
お元気ですか
Or ge. 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 Genki desu ka?
お元気ですか
おばあさん、
ba-san.
おばあさん、
おじいさん、
Oji-san.
おじいさん、
警察官、
Keisatsukan.
警察官、花、
And then hana.
花、
There we go. Beautiful stuff. It's not a bad slide to have done. I do like these. Fill in the letters. Fill in the hiragana and the kanji, obviously. Let's do slide 11, see what it's going to
お
give us.
ばあさん、
Oh, here we go. O. Ba. What? Wait a minute. What? What? No, hang on a second. They were the
お
same.
ばあさん、
Hang on a minute. O. Okay. Another program error. Tell me what's functionally different between the top and the bottom. Don't worry, I'll wait. We'll ignore our pound sign in the middle. Someone tell me the difference between the top and the bottom for a bar sun. Which one's the B? No? The top one, even though it's the same. What? See, so we've got some, again, more issues
お
here
ばあさん、
where I've got to get this right. Get this right. See, it's not the bottom one. It's got to always be the top one. That's crazy that it's showing me the wrong
お
symbol.
ばあさん、
Because, yeah, now it's going to be awkward, right? How do I get past this to get 100%?
おばあさん、
Or they're exactly the same icon. Like, no, I'm not
お
going to get it.
ばあさん、
Okay, and I've got to do this twice if I get this one wrong. Or stop swapping them around at the same damn
お
thing.
ばあさん、
Oh my god. Oh, this is going to be impossible to get 100%
お
on.
ばあさん、
But but I'm having to look at my sheet. It's what it's there for. There's it's that one and a bar sum.
おばあさん、
Okay.
おじいさん、
O. So O G E san. There we go.
おじいさん、
Oh, could do the second one without having to look too much. That was tough. That was tough because of that error. That's a right annoyance. But again, as you can see, I'm going to point out the errors in this program so that anyone who's watching this video and wants to do a rewind, to replay certain sections and learn, especially when having to do what I'm doing, which is rinse and repeat. So, you know, you're always getting that 100%, not moving on until you do, etc. Errors like this make it a little bit difficult to move on and can get frustrating because they're a programming error, not a user end error. We could all witness that, obviously. That makes things a little bit more difficult. Anyway, return to home screen. So that was the first reading section, the new reading material. Now we're going to do the repetition it gives us, which is from this previous section here. This one. They put it here. So let's go for that and get halfway through. It's another 11
家の
slides.
外、
Ie no soto. Yep.
家の外、そ、
So. Lovely stuff.
そ、どうぞよろしく、
Dozo yoroshiku.
どうぞよろしく、ぞ、
Zo.
ぞ、
Why do I not have this? Oh, I do. It's in the wrong place. I need to correct that. It's a good job they're not structurally too far from each other. Add that one to there. There we go. I do have it. It was just the last one I wrote in my list because, again, I put these in alphabetical order. And this is supposed to be with this. It's the same symbol. I'll just quickly show you. I've got stuff like this where you got she and then G. I'm supposed to have put it on this line here, and I've, as you can see, put it all the way over here. That's my bad. I'm just trying to keep things condensed and easier to read, where it's the same symbol with the eyelets. It's the same kanji to draw. It's just how it gets modified to be the next sound. That's why I've been trying to group them together. So as you can see with the K's, I've done it here. I've done it with she. We've also got some down here, and then again with some down here. So you can see what I'm going for with the alphabetized list. Makes it a little harder to read now and reference whilst I'm doing this program, but hey ho. Anyway, let's go to slide 2.
家の外、
家の
そ、
外。
どうぞよろしく。
ぞ。
そ、
So without eyelets.
そ、ぞ、
Zo with eyelets.
ぞ、ぞ、
Zo eyelets.
ぞ、そ、
And so. There you
そ、
go. Let's go to slide 3, because that one's relatively easy. As
男の子。
Otoko no ko. Going back to basics with that one.
男の子。
と、
To.
と、
どこに住んでいますか？
Doko ni sunde imasu ka?
どこに住んでいますか？
ど、
Do.
ど、
Cool. So we got to at the top and do. It's modified with the eyelets. Fantastic. So slide 4.
男の子。
と、
どこに住んでいますか？
と、と、
To.
と、ど、
Do.
ど、ど、
Do. And to.
ど、と、
There we go.
と、
Fantastic stuff. Let's go to slide 5.
と、
To.
そ、
So.
ど、
Do.
ぞ、
Zo. Fantastic. It's what we like. So again, you can see here, we got to and do. So the eyelets changed to do. And then we got jo. So zo, zo. Which is modified so. Or so. Which is the kanji bottom right. Slide 6, let's go.
どうぞよろしく、
Dozo yoroshiku.
どうぞよろしく、
どこに住んでいますか？
And doko ni sunde
どこに
imasu
住んでいますか？男の子。
ka? Or to konoko.
男の子。
Let's see with the
家の
hint
外、
chat. Ie no soto. There we go. One
家
of
の
each.
外、
So yeah, we had the third kanji here as the zo. The first one here was the do. The second one here is the to. And the fourth one here is the so. As we can see. That's what we're picking out so that we can spell correctly. Let's go to slide 7.
食べています、
Tabateimasu.
食べています、た、
Ta.
た、
台所。
Daidokoro.
台所。
だ、
Ta.
だ、
Oh, it's da. So I actually said ta. It recognised that I'd said da. Not so strict now, are you, program? Anyway, slide 8. Let's get these on the
食べ
ground.
ています、た、台所、だ、だ、
So da,
だ、
eyelets.
た、
Ta, no eyelets.
た、た、
Ta, no eyelets.
た、だ、
Da, eyelets. Modified.
だ、
See, not so difficult when picking them out in isolation. A little bit harder to pick out and spell with correctly.
そ、
So, there we go.
ど、
Do,
ぞ、
zo.
た、
Ta,
と、
to,
だ、
da. There we go. We got all of those correct. Look at this. We've got eyelets on the top, non-eyelets on the bottom. So let's go through them.
ど、
Do, do, it's the first one.
ぞ、
Zo, zo, it's the second.
だ、
Da, da, it's the third. And we go to the originals.
そ、
So, so.
た、
Ta, ta.
と、
To, to. Let's go to 10.
食べています。
Here we go, now we're filling them in. So, tabeteimasu.
食べています。
台所、
Da, daidokoro.
台所、
家の外、
Ie no so, soto.
家の外、
どうぞよろしく、
Dozo, yoroshiku.
どうぞよろしく、
男の子、
O to, tokonoko.
男の子、
どこに住んでいますか
Do, doko ni sunde
どこに住んでいますか
So you can see now why once you've learnt the individuals, you can start to like extrapolate when you see individual words written like this in the kanji, which is why it's taken away our hiragana and Romaji English tabs at the bottom, so we can't see the translation. We're now picking out the sounds and their relative syllables in these words and identifying when we read along whereabouts we are. So it starts getting easier, as you can see, to extrapolate the individual kanji characters to represent which part of the hiragana alphabet that we're talking about. I am going to periodically use kanji as the symbolization of the Japanese language. It's not strictly true. This is hiragana, and kanji are the name for the Chinese characters that represent meaning. So you've got hiragana as an alphabet, which use their own kanji characters. You've got katakana, which use their own kanji characters, and then you've got the kanji alphabet itself that uses its own set of characters. So it's kind of a I wouldn't say a portmanteau term, but it's definitely like an all-in-one inclusive to describe the symbols that Japanese and Chinese people use to write and spell their language. So I will be using them. I will be using the word kanji to represent the characters that specifically are being used in this program, but we are more than likely in the hiragana alphabet. Okay. But like I'm saying, on reading this, you can see we've got ta, be, te, I, mas. Then the next one, dai, doko, ro. And the next one, ie no soto. So you can start to see the pattern and the patter of the language in these words like o, to, ko, no, ko. Easy to see, especially when there's a repetition, because then you can see where it bookmarks and goes side by side, so it makes it easy to bounce and follow. Again, imagine it like subtitles back in the 80s and 90s, either in school or on teletext or whatever, or, you know, Comic Relief were doing it for the hard of hearing, when they put subtitles up on their page, and particularly for songs, people usually remember the bouncing ball when it was getting to the word in the karaoke style. For sing-alongs and such like. Imagine that process when reading these characters. Bouncing ball from one to the next. You can see which symbol you're going to land on to represent what sounds you need to make. And again, starting off with the simple stuff, like in the start of these videos, like I've already done, you'll be able to read these in situ in order and start to get an understanding of how the Japanese hiragana alphabet that uses these kanji characters starts to get placed in type form to produce the word. So as we can see here, o, and let's see with the hat, to, ko, we've got both sides, and then no is in the middle. Yeah, so otoko no ko. Makes it easier to read. And you can do this across the board with most of the words that do occur in this program. Probably not when you're first starting out, But definitely up at this point now, when it's given us these exercises, it becomes easier and easier and easier to read Japanese and pass which sounds goes where, especially when learning which kanji is which. Go to the last slide and call it a day.
どうぞよろしく。
Oh, do, oh no, here we go. Dozo. Oh, you son of a bitch. Slide.
どうぞよろしく。
So, do, zo. See what I'm saying? I'm getting it
ど
wrong.
うぞ
I
よ
actually
ろ
now
しく。
needs the reference sheet so I can spell. So, do, zo. Yes, modified zo. Yo, where's the yo? Yo. Because that's going to be at the end. There we go.
どうぞよろしく。台所。
Oh, I'm an idiot. Oh, there you go.
台所。
Two mistakes in that. No, that's not good enough. Let's go slide. Yeah. No. I need to redo that. It's just slide 11 we need to
ど
redo.
うぞよろしく。
Oh, my days. Do, zo, dozo, yo, good. There we go. That's
ど
better.
うぞよろしく。台所。
So we got Oh, come on, Spike. Come on. You know this. Why did you keep clicking the wrong damn thing?
どうぞよろしく。
Jesus Christ. Zo. I didn't even click. What the hell? Oh my
ど
god.
うぞよろしく。
Zo, yo, ro, There we go.
どうぞよろしく。台所。
Dai, do, ko, ro.
台
There we
所。
go. Thank you very much. I'll take that and put that in the back pocket. Thank you. No, we're going to climb that down. So again, you can see when you're clicking them in, right, or if you're playing along at home, whatever. This is where having the reference sheet obviously helps. Now, first couple of tries, yes, I was looking at the reference sheet for both. But as you could probably tell, the second, third time, I'm just looking at the screen. I'm rectifying my mistake as I go because I know which ones they are. I'm just clicking in the wrong place because I'm getting ahead of myself. Or I'm not paying attention to what I'm reading because, again, the joys of ADHD focused OCD. Because OCD is an ADHD driven condition. That's why hyperfocus and hyperfixation get in the way sometimes. Or in this case, they pull me ahead of what I know the information is, and I get ahead of myself and make the mistake, which I'm always constantly having to manage to try and reel back so I'm not making mistakes. But that's how we learn. So sometimes you have to just allow it and work around the problem the other way, which for me is just repeating this until I get it correct, and then I can move on. So here we can see the breakdown of dozo yoroshiku. So we get do, u, which is just you by itself, zo, yo, which is yo here, this pound symbol, yo, ro, ro. This is she, but it gets shortened to sh. You don't have to say E at the end, because the next one is ku. Now, ku is, I would assume, very much, or I've come to learn, should I say, that ku starts to act like our magic E or our I does as a vowel. in that if it's placed before or after certain kanji, it tends to truncate or elongate what's being said. So in this case, comes after shi, and it makes that sh as we go shku. Okay. Now in shoes, we have kutsu, which is this, and it's ku, and then tsu, which is tsu, spelt tsu. So we got kutsu, and it shortens itself before what comes after. So it becomes kutsu for shoe. So yeah, ku is a little bit of a special kanji for me at the moment that I'm learning anyway, just because of its effects in and around other kanji. And then here we've got dai dokoro. Da, I, dai, do, ko, and ro. Dai dokoro. So we've got this kanji here in the middle that's actually one letter pronunciation for itself compared to two letters, da, do, ko, ro. There's I is its own thing. And that's that slide, and that's the end of that particular module, and that's 46 correct out of all of them. Let's return home. And that's today's self-taught lesson for this reading section in the fourth compartment of this module of Unit 2, Greetings and Introductions. Fabulous. That's another one in the bag. We very much like that. Like that I've not made too many mistakes today. And again, the reading portion of Japanese, not so shabby now, but it wouldn't be with as we're doing what was it? This is lesson 53. With 53 videos in. Fantastic. So yeah, since the start of the year and the pace of how I've been going, the casual learning and such, and bringing this to you, I don't think I'm doing too bad in learning about Japanese language and learning the language itself with regards to reading and speaking. Writing is going to take a little bit more because again, that there are specific ways to write kanji, hiragana, katakana, etc. It's all about positional brush strokes to be able to write it fast, like the same as how we write with handwriting, how we join up certain letters, the form of following it some way to get the flick off to go to the next. So like the bottom of an I to get up to the top of a G or a Y and all that sort of thing. That's the similar mechanics from our language that would need to be applied to writing Japanese, where you can write kanji relatively quickly and correctly as well. Because some of the kanji, you've got to write it in a certain way, otherwise it comes out looking wrong. So my writing technique, although I've done it, again, in isolation, they all look pretty good. But again, I'm doing classic, doing it from left and right, like you would a book. But some of the kanji I don't think are written from left to right. Some of them I think you start right to left, because some of them, the way that they seem to move with regards to how they're written, it's difficult to write from left to right. Some of them seem to have structurally been written from right to left, or from top to bottom, or from bottom to top, depending on which kanji it is. So my writing skill is not fantastic, but as you've just seen, they aren't too shabby with some of the ones that we've seen, and the same the other side if I can get them in. It's more now about my spacing. Mu, that top one there, that's quite a hard one to do. Some of these swirly ones like me can be quite hard, or things like ryo and the like. So that's going to take some practice for sure, but we're definitely getting there. I'm definitely getting there. Right, that's today's video. I hope you've enjoyed the content. I hope you enjoyed today's run through of the reading modules in Rosetta Stone for Japanese Level 1, Unit 2, Greetings and Introductions. This has been episode 53 of this series. Again, I'll be back tomorrow, the usual time, to do this writing section. And again, we're now halfway through this towards the milestone for the end of the unit. And I fully expect and envisage that It's going to ramp up. It's going to get harder. Whether we get introduced to some new material, new sentences, new words at this point, I'm not entirely sure, but we'll soon see. So that'll be tomorrow's upload. That'll be tomorrow's video. So looking forward to it, getting back into the swing of things as we enter the first or finish off the first week of June. So as always, like, follow, share and subscribe to channels. You can find me on twitch.tv/chronic7up and over on youtube.com/xofficina. Both pages are linked to each other, so if you miss one, you can get on the other. If you find the other one, you can get to the other one, vice versa. Much love and respect. Thank you very much for those who do watch and continue to watch, whether you're watching this directly, playing in the background, or coming and watching at a later stage and then just going through the video. If you're using this to rewind, to keep relearning, thank you very much. That's kind of what these videos are designed for. And I hope that my comments and commentary over the top with regards to the slides and the things that I'm learning also translate across to you, where you can learn at the same sort of casual pace without being too invasive, with having to tax yourself too much, with noticing things that might be wrong or misunderstanding something. Again, I'm learning myself over here, so you're watching me learning this all in real time, which I think you can see if you go through each of the videos from start to finish in the playlists. Now, granted, this is a little bit more long form content, so it's not for everyone. I get that. But by all means, just watch the video, take the section that you might want, note down the time code where you might want it, because I'm not very good at figuring out how to do these time codes, chapters and stuff yet. That's where I might actually need a person to help me, maybe an editor or something, to help me do that, because it's just a little of me doing all of this at once, and I get overwhelmed. Not majorly easily, but enough for it to shut me down and not be productive, which obviously I want to avoid. So that's today's video. On to writing next. Here's hoping that we all look forward to it. If you want to comment to me, get down in the comments to the video below. If not, again, follow the links on my page to my Discords and get on there and start DMing away constructive feedback, criticism, advice, tips. Or if you're a native Japanese speaker who wants to help me understand Japanese a little bit more, or be a companion that I can speak to, so I can actually learn some of what I have actually learned here in the speaking context, that'd be fantastic. Otherwise, that's it from me. As always, take care, stay safe, keep sane, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!